It's awful good to start off conference play 3-0. We played really well all 3 ball games and not had any letdowns or anything like that. The guys take everybody serious, taking it one game at a time. And having a veteran team of juniors and seniors like we do, that's one of the advantages that you do have. You don't let your guard down. So hopefully we'll be able to continue that week in and week out.
Angelo State, what do you know about them? Obviously a pass-first offense, kind of like Charleston.
Yeah, I hadn't got to see a lot of film on them yet, but evidently they're throwing the ball around quite a bit. I would think they'd be doing a lot of the Northwest Missouri stuff, and I'm sure they'll want to run the football some, but hopefully we can stop the run and force them to throw that football. And that's where we have a really strong defensive line and a great secondary. So that's what we'd like to happen on Saturday.
Homecoming. Big crowds expected. You got Angelo coming in. Just kind of how do you, I guess, calm the kids down, those nerves, I guess, was that first quarter?
I don't know that you want them calm down. Football is an emotional game, and when we come down that ramp and that Buffalo leads us down that ramp and those stands are packed like they are on homecoming, our guys are going to be excited, and that's what we want. We want them playing hard, we want them playing fast, and we want them playing with a lot of enthusiasm, and that fan support and the big crowds usually bring out the best for the Buffaloes.
What are the challenges in facing the team that have to be head coach, and so you haven't really seen them under years past?
Well, we've just got to develop our tendencies from this year on these guys because they are different. Mike Walton comes to them from Eastern New Mexico University. I'm sure he'll have a lot of Mark Roboto flair on defense. Will Wagner comes to him from Northwest Missouri, and we know what Northwest Missouri does. So, hopefully we'll have a pretty good feel for them by the time we hit the field on Saturday.
How pleased are you with the progression from week to week of getting better every week?
I'm real excited. Number one, that we hadn't had a letdown. Even the first game, we were playing hard. We were playing with passion. We just made mistakes, but a lot of more aggressive mistakes, which I think we've ironed out a lot of those problems from game 1. And the last 3 games, we played 12 really solid quarters back to back to back.
Coach, that was Joe's best rushing performance of the season. Do you attribute that to the way that Tarleton played or the way you guys prepared?
Well, it's the way our kids prepared. There's no doubt about that. They keep getting tired of hearing people say we can't run the ball. And we had an opportunity, and they want to prove something, and they sure did.
Angelo, a team you know pretty well. You've seen them a lot in these years, but this year you haven't watched film yet. So what do you know that they can do?
Well, I know they're going to be well coached. Their new head coach, Will Wagner, is a guy that's won everywhere he's been. He's been a part of Northwest Missouri staff, which is a top program over the years in Division II. Won a state championship at Odessa Permian and played at Hardin Center. So he's all about championships, and I'm sure he's instilling that in his kids. Being the first year he's there, they're gonna buy into it as much as they can. And I've already watched the little film. They're going to play extremely hard.
You talk about Mike Walton, their defensive coordinator, Spring Lake Earth boy, knows WT inside and out, knows Coach Garthel's system, knows what you guys do really well.
Yeah, he's outstanding. When he was at Eastern, he was outstanding and just a quality person. And he'll have his guys ready to play. To combat what we do, I mean, I think you have to duplicate the speed we play with on offense. I think that's hard to do for any team in the league.
Coach, talk about the relationship that Dustin Vaughn has with the whole offensive line. He's real complimentary of him, and vice versa. Talk about their relationship and if that plays a role in the field.
Well, I think Craig and Dustin Vaughn are probably the 2 smartest kids on our team, so they talk in a language that I sometimes don't even understand. But I think Dustin's probably fed them a couple times, and that really wins them over.
You're coming home, it's homecoming. Angelo's coming off loss to Eastern. How do you guys try to prepare with them for you do like a Kingsville or an ACU type?
You just got to look at every game as each team's in the way of our LSD championship, and we got to prepare the same way no matter what the team, because any team can win at any given night. So you just got to prepare the same and work hard and just go out and fight.
Expecting a big crowd, homecoming and all that, and how does it help?
When the crowd's behind you, you always more energy, the adrenaline pumping, you play harder, play faster, and anytime we have a big crowd, it's just more excitement in the games.
You've seen the last several years, the defense of the Buffaloes. Coach Garthel told us this may be the best one he's had since he's been here. What do you attribute that to? How has this defense improved over the years?
Really, I mean, it's all coaches and recruiting. We get better players in, coach harder, and expectation level is higher. Like this year, our expectation is a lot higher than any year we've ever had before, just because we expect to improve every time.
you guys take a lot of pride in being able to run the ball when you guys are able to open those holes.
Well, when we all signed here, we knew what we were getting ourselves into. We're going to be passing a lot, but it always feels good to be able to, just impose your will on someone else. So we do like to run the ball. Don't get us wrong, we're all pass pro guys, but yeah, it feels good when you're able to run the ball down someone's throat. They can't stop.
Does anything change really from last week to this week in terms of what your game plan is going to be?
More points than the other team, no? Same thing every week. I mean, of course, we're going to change them. We're going to add a few new formations, a few plays every now and then, but we're going to keep doing what the Bucs do.
Angelo State's definitely improved. They've got a lot of skilled players at receiver spots. They don't have the quarterback they've had in the years past. He's a younger guy. He's a good operator. He does a good job running the offense. But, their tight ends are a threat, and they use their tight ends quite a bit and do a great job with those guys. So we're going to have to do a good job against the pass this week, and they're going to do everything they can to win the game. Just like when they threw the ball 62 times or whatever it was against Abilene Christian. They're not just going to give up and lay down and run the ball.